All right, everyone. One more pattern for this week. Go to Pattern Focus. Go down here to Biskus. That's interesting. Okay, so it's a flower-like pattern. I start with sort of an amoeba-ish shape. Sort of a free-form, circular, blobby shape. And then we're going to do an aura. Either on the inside or the outside. It probably doesn't make any difference. Inside that, we're going to put some little orbs, some little circles right in the middle. And color in around them. So we want to have a dark center, although on the next step it doesn't show a dark center, so you know. But on the sample it does. It shows it as a dark center. Then, coming around the outside, we're going to make a petal shape or a leaf shape, going all the way around. And then they get lines, and you'll notice they're not super straight, they're organic. That's the official term for wiggly. Organic. You just say that you have an organic style, and if you draw with wiggly, you're good to go. And then that is what they look like when they're finished. That's kind of cool. I see that on this one, look, she's even put a little like curve. So it's like got a folded over bit. That's kind of neat too. Same thing in here. A little bit of a curve. I kind of like that. So let's do something like this, shall we? I'm take inspiration from that with the little vines and things. I'm going to use a dark one. Put my phone up here so I can see. Zoom it in just a bit. Okay. So where do we want to put these guys? Let's start with a border because I like a border. The sample shows it going right up to the edge, but since I like to sign on the front and put my words on the front, I like to have a border. It's just in a weird spot there. Okay. Something like that. And then let's decide we're going to have, let's have 3. I'm going to put 1 here, but not quite. It's going to kind of stick out the edge. And then maybe 1 here. And then maybe a part of a 1 here. And then some vines or something. So that's going to be my composition. I'm going to have 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. This one's going to be a full one. This one might be a partial one tucked underneath this one, and then this one's going to be in the corner. That's how I've decided I'm going to do these. So find me a pen of the appropriate size. That's this one. So right in here we're going to have an amoeba-like center. You guys are kind of far away. Let me zoom you in. With an aura, like so. I like these organic ones that make them really easy to do. Okay, we're going to do some circular orb shapes. They don't have to be perfect. And then we're going to get a bigger pen and fill in around those. You don't need to switch out your pen, it just makes it easier for me. I have finally warmed up from my chilliness. Sounds like my son is done with his construction project out there. I don't know. Maybe he's working on staining. He needs to stain. Stain the wood that he's working on. Okay. So then we want some petals. I'm going to start with one here. Oop, what am I doing? I don't know. Like that. That was not quite the shape I was expecting, but that's okay. There we go. That's more of a petal shape. I don't know what I did there. I was like upside down or something. Something like that. You guys didn't see that because I was too close to me. You'll see the next one. I'll be better. I wasn't very good. I apologize. Alright, let's do another organic amoeba-like shape here. And some center bits. This one's going to be a little different. That's okay. They can all be different. Myself a little bit fatter pen for coloring in, so it doesn't take all day. Okay, I like that center better than this one. I'm not as happy with them all kind of being super spaced out and all the same kind of size. I really am more happy with that. Okay, so then I want to do a petal-like shape. I don't want to get too carried away close to the edge there. Something like that. And then now I'm going to want my border. See, I wanted these guys to kind of stick out around the border, but now I want this one tucked in the border, so I need to know where the border is. So let's do that. That. And then this one is going to be sort of amoeba-like right in there. Oop. Like that. And then once I've got them all drawn, then I'll come back and do the organic lines on the petals. And then I'll come and do, like on the sample, and do some sort of stem or string or something. Maybe. I might not. I might be happy with just the way it goes here. Make a nice big one like that. There you go. Just has three little. Let me erase my pencil bits. Get that out of the way. Awesome. Beautiful. And then some organic lines coming that. This one I can have a little swoopy bit. I like that sort of folded over petal look. Just some organic lines. So my husband and friends are out on a bike ride today. We went on one last weekend. That one was down in San Diego. Well, Oceanside, near San Diego. That came out really good. We had fun. I drove the truck as the backup SAG vehicle. I don't know what SAG means. I know it's there. I don't know what it means. The letters SAG have to stand for something. It's the support stop where they have water and snacks and things. Usually like peanut butter sandwiches, fruit, nuts, that kind of stuff available for the bike riders. I'm not sure I like those. It looked good on here. Why doesn't it look the same? What did I do wrong? Let me look. Oh, you know what? It's just because it needs to be shaded. Okay. The shading will help. I'll just do a couple of them. But the bike ride that's today is a local ride instead of a distant ride. So I'm on call. If they get a flat or something that they can't handle on the road, I can jump in the car and go rescue them. But I don't need to be there for the whole ride, because all I do is just stand around and wait for them to ride past me, and then I get in the car and I go to the next place and then they ride past me. And it's not exactly like super exciting. I used to take tons and tons of pictures, and now it's kind of becoming old hat, so you know, tons of pictures doesn't usually happen. Okay. Needs some shading. How did they do that to make it look? Is that a text? No, that's just a Facebook message. That's no biggie. Whatever that is no biggie. Okay, so a little bit in there, a little bit down around each of these. little on there. Definitely on the overlaps, because, you know, it's overlapping. Some right there, like that. Something like that. I think once I get the shading in here and then I can grab my white pencil and do some highlights, I think that'll really make it just completely look different. Okay, something like that. Let's do the blendy bit. That's what really makes it pulp. I was taking my break between videos here, checking out my little Facebook feed, because, you know, that's what you do when you take a break, right? And found out my niece and nephew and their kids are going to have to move again because the place that they're renting, the owners are selling the house. This is like the third or fourth time that has happened to them, where the owners have decided to sell the house. And so they're having a yard sale today, try to get rid of some stuff. So they have to move again. And my nephew, I said, gosh, you guys are getting really good at moving. Seemed like I can't keep track of, like just before I send out Christmas cards, I ask for their new address. I don't even bother to get their address until just before Christmas, because that's the only time I actually send them anything in the mail. And so I don't even bother getting their address anymore. And he said that in the 15 years that they've been married, they've moved 10 times. That's crazy for me. I've lived in this house since 1989. I can't even imagine moving that often. That's craziness. But, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. They're not homeowners, they're renters. And ooh, I really like the white on here. Yeah, that's awesome. So they are kind of at the mercy of their landlords. But they live in a super expensive area. Like super expensive. I thought where I lived was expensive. No, where they live is really expensive. They're up in the Bay Area. Yeah. Take whatever rents there might be down here and like double them or maybe triple them for the Bay Area. It's crazy. I really don't know how they can afford it, but somehow they do. Good for them. I'm assuming that he will be able to have some support from people at their church to help them find new lodging. And oh, that one sounded like it was important. Okay. Oop, bummer. Sorry. I kicked you. I didn't mean to kick you. Well, I guess my son is not done. He just must have taken a break. He's out there sawing again. You could probably hear him. Or maybe he had an engineering issue where he had to take some time to figure out his next cut. He's building this base to underneath the posts for the patio. They're not all exactly square. You would think that the square post would be square, but it's not exactly square. So when he cuts just an exact 45, it doesn't come out quite right. So he's got to do just a smudge one way or another to make them nice and tight. Okay. Ooh, I love the white. I just love the white. White is just so pretty. Do I want white here? Yeah, I do. They're not all white, just a little bit, but oh, I really like it. My favorite is the town paper with the gray and the white. Ah, lovely. All right, we're good to go. That was the last one for this week. I can start on next week. Yay! I'm getting closer to, yeah. Oh my gosh, we're getting close to Thanksgiving. Egads. Where did the month go? Okay, you guys have a great day. Go out and do something nice for someone today. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.